Hey guys, I'm back for another Power Rangers Megazord review. Today I'm going to be reviewing the very popular and very hard to collect Thunderzord Assault Team. Why I say very hard to collect? Because honestly, this whole team is a real hassle to get, especially if you want to get it completed. Unfortunately, mine is not 100% completed, but who cares? At least I got the essentials. Of course, I got all four Zords. I got the little sled, if you will. So, let's talk about these things real quick. Basically, these Zords are, I guess you could still say that these are still the Dino Zords, but they've been powered up by the power of thunder. Mastodon becomes Lion, Pterodactyl becomes the Firebird, Triceratops becomes the Unicorn, and the Saber-toothed Tiger becomes the Griffin. And of course, the Red Dragon Thunderzord is basically the Tyrannosaurus, but anyway, unfortunately, this here sled doesn't have any wheels, so sorry, can't glide. So let's just talk about the Zords individually first. First, let's talk about the Lion. The Lion is, I guess you could say that is probably one of the most popular Zords for the Thunderzord Assault Team. I guess you can say that. Since this one actually did have some type of attack, it did something with its mind or something. It could do something with, I don't know. That's just how the Ascente talks about it. I'm not sure exactly. So now, as you can see, this one is fully painted black. There is no green around here or here. That's all because, you know, there was a Black Ranger on the show. There was no Green Ranger because this one was green in the Ascenti because there was a Green Ranger in there. So yeah, overall, this one is pretty small compared to the one seen on TV. Since, you know, like, the one on TV was huge. This one didn't have like a small back or anything. This is, of course, where you keep the helmet. Of course. Now, yes, I know, stuff's missing here, stuff's missing over here, but it doesn't matter. At least I got the helmet. That's all that matters. There really is something that you can really do with the Line. You can just like move him around like that. You can also like pop out his head to an extent, although that's a little hard to do. Oh wait, there we go. You can have his head pop out like that. It go up, down, but not that big of a deal to me. There's also the little cap on top. Open that up, and this is where you could like put your Power Ranger figures. But unfortunately, I do not have the figures, so there's that. Put you back on the sled. There we go. Next up is the Firebird, controlled by Kimberly. First Zord being controlled by Zach. Now this one is, I guess you could say it's okay, I guess. Although it does look a little bit more red than it does pink. But doesn't matter. At least it's there. Its only real forms of articulation is just like the neck bending out like that, like that. So really, the neck can like move around a lot. The wings can also go in far like that, close up, like so. And then you can pull them back out like that, and that's really it. And of course, the wings will, of course, pop off at random points. Not that big of a deal. So that's pretty much it that you can do with this one. This one, of course, did also come with the feet. Either the Firebird came with this, or the Thunderzord came with it. I'm not making any guesses right now, but I'm guessing that's what happened. Next up, we got the Unicorn, controlled by Billy. This one has the wheels on the bottom, so you can race it around. And there really is something that you can do with the Unicorn. He can just move around, that's it. He also can, I believe, push rocks off with its head or something like that. It like can drill them, or I'm not sure. But its only real form of articulation in this form is just the neck. Back, forward, head. That's really it for him. So, yeah. And now we got the Griffin. Again, it looks just like the Unicorn. But, yeah, there really is something else that you can really talk about these Thunderzord Assault Team Zords. Since, really, these Zords really could never fight on their own. I mean, yeah, sure, you like can kill them with your neck and head articulation, sure, but and like roll around, but really these guys are all pretty defenseless. Of course, these guys were not completely dead because they had the good old Red Dragon Thunderzord to help out. Move the camera up a little bit. There we go. Now, sometimes this is what they would call, I guess, I don't know, I guess like attack mode or something. I'm not entirely sure. Well, anyway, Red Dragon would hold out his staff, and then it like would act like a helicopter's propeller, and they would go flying around, go like woo, stuff like that, be flying around. But unfortunately, I unfortunately do not have the staff, so that's pretty much it that you can do with these guys in this mode. This is pretty much a nice little display piece, just like this. Of course, you gotta transform it, don't you? Of course you do. So first, let's start with good old Unicorn and Griffin. Ah, that screeches. First off, you gotta take this little black tab in the back, flip that out, push in the whole neck and head of the unicorn, bend up the foot, got one foot, repeat on this little Zord here. Griffin locks up like that. Boom. So now we put this over here. You take Red Dragon, push his feet downward, inward, I guess. Have his legs turn sideways, and then they click right in here. People have always had that little misconception of like switching off the legs. Unfortunately, you cannot because there are two little grooves, because there's a little groove on each of the Zords, which makes it impossible to switch them out. Oh, and he lost a little thing here. There we go. Next up, we're gonna take the Firebird. We're gonna pull the neck and head back like so. Lift up the arms. Two little connectors on his buttocks, and they will clamp. And Firebird will just clamp onto his rump. Which sounds kind of awkward, but that's how it goes. A little hard to get in there at first, but eventually it'll be on once you hear the click and the thing fall off again. Why are you doing that? Yep. And then there are two little connectors here, which are on the side of the good old dragon. Flip around like that. Yep. Bend the wings in. And there we got, I guess, his belt, his pants. Better raise up the camera a little bit. There we go. Bend his arms like that to make sure that you get good old lion in there. Take off the helmet in the back. Then you take off the two paws. Flip these around. And then these will connect on like so. Repeat on both sides, and you will get this little ditty. There we go. Then you just take the lion's head, fold it up like that. In the back there are two little clips. Usually they will snap out, sometimes they won't. And then there are two little connectors right here in the dragon's shoulders. So that'll clamp on. A little hard to get in there, but eventually you'll get it. So then you take the helmet, and let's see if I can get this. There are two little joints like right here, which is where you put the helmet in. You just connect it in there, and there you go. We got the Thunder Megazord. Thunder Megazord battle ready. Whatever. So here we got the completed Thunder Megazord. I gotta say, this is pretty much like the bulkiest Megazord I've ever come into contact with. That's only in terms of 1990s Megazords. Because really, it's just the Red Dragon Thunderzord covered in armor. You can pretty much say that, like, Unicorn, Griffin, Lion, and and Firebird are pretty much, you know, just clothes for him, because he's basically naked and he has to has to wear clothes to fight. So yeah, it really isn't that big of a deal. In terms of articulation, his arms, like many Megazords, can do a 360. You can kind of say that like he can have like some knee articulation, but unfortunately that might break off the it could break off the Firebird a little bit. But yeah, whatever. You also could say that he has like somewhat like toe articulation like that. Of course, he's gonna fall over. And also, like I said before, if you do happen to have the little mini Rangers, you can like shove them in there and like lock it up like that. Make it look like really, I guess cool. I guess if that's the word. Oh, and yes, this will happen a lot. It will come off a lot. So if you do not have the little mini figures, I would say do not even attempt to even like try putting them on, because you're just gonna get a real hassle out of doing it. So there we have that, and of course we always have to have the other Megazord, which goes hand in hand with this guy. We gotta have the Thunderzord in here. Now, really, just like based on these two alone, Thunderzord almost matches this size completely. I'm saying almost. Of course, whenever it comes to this kind of Megazord, there has to be another transformation, just like the Dragonzord. So, of course, when this like wasn't available, they had to call upon this guy to make the Mega Thunderzord. So, let's get to it. What we're first going to do is take off pretty much everything which belongs to the lion, since he's going to play a big role in this. Like that. Get off the little... Get off, come on, get off, ow. Yep. Fold that back in. Oh, no, actually, because you're going to keep it open. My bad. Put that around in the back. And the helmet. And this fell off. Put you over there. Take off the little feeties. And you'll be off to the side in just a minute. So now, for the Thunderzord, you gotta lift up his whole half. Take the little feet of the Thunderzord, and then move his legs up like that. Then each side will connect in like so. It's a really tight squeeze, but doesn't matter to me. And then you gotta pull out the chest just to, compensate. Then you take down the little shoulders. That's where you connect the paws to the Thunderzord. I mean, the line to the Thunderzord. What you then do is take the helmet like this, then you kind of pull it up like that to reveal the visor. Like that. And then you then connect the line to the back like so. Don't know what you do with the helmet, so let's just leave that off to the side. There also is the fact of the Firebird. The Firebird is supposed to go around here with the little like feet attachment which goes onto the Thunderzord's hand, but unfortunately I do not have that piece, so this one's pretty much off and out of the way. So here we got the Mega Thunderzord, and it's somewhat almost completed mode. The head is very, weird looking, but it's just a toy. So when I compared the Mega Thunderzord to just the Red Dragon Thunderzord alone, you can see this one is it still almost is the same size, but it's just a little bit too small. At least on the TV show, these two were like of equal height. Whatever. I guess for fun you could just like put the helmet on him if you wanted to, but that's really stupid. But doesn't matter. So again, guys, like I said, if you guys really want to get the Thunderzord Assault Team, make sure you got at least most of the essentials. The whole sword thing for the Thunder Megazord, not really a big deal. It is, you know, recommended. It is optional, but to me, I just don't care about the sword. Just as long as I got each and every one of the Zords, they all function the way I want them to. It's okay with me. It really is okay with me. So, yeah, there you go. Anyway, guys, hope you guys have a great day. I will see you around for another Mighty Morphin Power Ranger Megazord review. Hopefully, possibly my final one, or not. Haha, you don't know. But in the meantime, that's it, guys. See you around. Take care.